I hear a lot of people struggling in finding good methods and tools to gain exposure for their indie game, or at least validate their upcoming game that does it have a market and such. I wanted to create this 10-step method that I'm gonna be sharing within the coming podcast, and hope you watch it till the end. It's rather crucial that you hear all the 10 steps, especially the step 10. So see you in the podcast, and I hope you like it.
So let's first explain the problem we have here. There are so many ways you should do to get the required exposure, not to mention the market research and all the study to figure out the best design. It can become such a burden to try figure it out. It doesn't really help if you look for guidance around the web, since you'll just find thousands of different methods to do it. How do you know which one to take? You'll either burn yourself out when trying to fit all in your workdays, or just have the constant feeling of not doing enough for your game. At least that's my experience. So because of this, I've been trying to figure out more optimized processes to do the validation for my game designs. My old process was that I did so much work before entering the development phase. Doing the market research, doing questionnaires, polls, videos, and everything related to trying to gather feedback and proof for my planned game. But the fact is, no one can say is the game interesting for anyone before there is something playable. It does not matter how much background check you do, it will still remain as a big question mark until you have something playable. So because of this, you need to get that playable as soon as possible. But at the same time, you need to keep yourself organized, not running around and chasing every glowing ball that rolls next to you. So, here is the process. Let's start with the ongoing step. So this is going to be a very concrete one, but the first step is something that you will be doing like all the time during the whole process. And this is the thing you should be doing constantly, even you're not running the process or not. Gather small and medium-sized influencer emails who play indie games. Do not focus on the big ones just yet. Before this process is complete, you should have at least 150 or 250 emails gathered. Yes, there are tools like Keymailer and such, but these are already so saturated that it's hard to gain exposure in. The old school manual approach with the email is still considered as an effective method. And if you focus on the small and medium influencers, they still feel humbled when you contact them. Many of them actually like to be contacted. While gathering the list, we start the process of validating your game. So, step 1. Create a visually appealing prototype of your game. This step should not take more than 2 weeks. You're not supposed to be creating finalized mechanics. Instead, focus on the visuals and aesthetics of the game. The prototype don't have to be even fully playable, but it should be in a position that you can record very small gameplay clips from it, which, well, look nice. Step 2. Make the announcement trailer. Record gameplay, find an appealing music track that fits to your mood and aesthetics. Make it more or less a teaser type of trailer, but still make it very clear for the viewer of what type of a game this is. What is that one most important thing in your game? The teaser trailer don't have to be more than 60 seconds long, or even 30 to 45 seconds is good enough. Extra thing for the trailer creation is to make around 10-second clips out of your gameplay. Maybe around 10 of these videos is enough for starters. These clips will be used on various different social medias to test out the concept and which of those social medias is the best fit for your game. Because all of the medias are not good for specific genres or specific art style and such, so you just want to go ahead and try a lot of those different platforms. We do this so we can basically gather data from those. But this step is explained a little later in more detail. So step 3, establish your Steam page. Yes, It will cost around $100, but it's still worth the experiment. Put the Steam page up, have the screenshots in place, upload the trailer, and do your best to describe that one thing of your game as best as possible. That one thing should be in line with your tags, genre, and description, the long and the short one. Step 4. Publish your Steam page. After publishing your Steam page, publish the trailer on YouTube as well. Remember to add the announcement trailer to the name of your YouTube video, since it seems that some channels pick the announcement trailer as part of their posting almost automatically. Step 5. Reach out to at least 100 influencers, hopefully more, and tell them that your Steam page is open and the announcement trailer is released. Also mention that the demo of the game will soon be available and you'll notify them when it happens. Ask directly if they could give exposure for your Steam page before the demo. Don't be shy. You're okay to do it. They can just ignore your message if it's not their cup of tea. Step 6. Finalize the demo. Aim for at least 10 to 25 minutes of gameplay. Yes, that's enough. What you're trying to capture is, within the demo is the aesthetics, mood, and the core feeling you're trying to achieve. You don't need fancy mechanics at this point. It's quite the opposite. You want to leave the player feeling that, well, this sure was interesting, rather than quitting the game before completing it. Make it short, solid, and aim to give that feeling you're after. Which leads us to step 7. Publish the demo. Publish the demo on Steam and reach out to all the influencers you reach already, and hopefully a lot more if you've been able to increase the list of your email list. Tell them that the demo is available and you would like to hear their feedback on it and show it to their audience. Step 8. Keymailer. This is an extra step, but if you have around $300 or something of extra cash, you should do this. Modify your game demo in a way it does not include any mention of your demo and publish it as an early build on Steam so that you can get those codes for sharing. Get around 300 or 500 codes out from Steam and put those into Keymailer. Then share most of these codes with the outreach method in the Keymailer. The Keymailer campaign should mention that this is an alpha gameplay or demo gameplay or such, just to make sure that the influencers understand that this is not the complete game. Step 9. Schedule social media posts. In case you decided to create those 10 short gameplay clips from your game, schedule these to various of different medias for the next 1 or maybe 1.5 weeks. Keep in mind the different time zones. For the time zones, as an example, in the United States, when there is the morning or the lunchtime, or preferably even the prime time during the evening. Step 10. This is a fancy one. Take a week off. Yes, you heard it right. Go outside, have fun. Don't do work. After returning from your small vacation, observe the data and see if there's something potential there. You should be very critical in this. If you've been able to get around good amount of wishlist and demo plays, you should continue the development. I would say that the good number is around 500 to 1000 wishlists from the first 1 or 2 weeks. If that did not happen, you should consider testing another game. Yes, I know it. This may feel like a cold approach, but this whole process should not take more than 1 month of your time. After this 1 month, you have so much of data to understand if you should keep going or not. Another option is to just go blindfolded and work with your game without any validation from the markets and just hope for the best. This process is something I'm personally starting to experiment now and in the future, and we'll see how it turns out. Would be great to see you trying it as well and hopefully get good results. There's so many details, so many points I would like to talk about, but I just could keep on talking hours about this. But maybe if you jump into our Discord channel and let's continue the discussion. I'm going to share some data as well from my journey as much as possible. But that's it. So this thank you very much for your time and listening to this podcast, and I hope to see you on the Discord channel sharing your thoughts on this one. So have a great week. Cheers, thank you, and bye bye.